Have you ever had a horse that leaned or that pulled in one direction and was difficult to keep straight? One of our students here in the community, Nancy, asked this question about how do I stop leaning to the left when my horse drifts to the right? Basically, how do we go straight? I know a lot of people have had this issue, and especially those of you that ride school horses. School horses are notorious for sometimes pulling to the center or pulling to the gate. And what I want to do in today's video is give you just a really simple thing to focus on that can help with this. The main thing to consider is, are you able to keep your pelvis level? So when our horses drift or they lean, generally one of the first things they do is they rotate through their rib cage. And when they rotate, what happens is just what's happening with my seat right now. The saddle follows that rotated rib cage and the rider ends off to one side. Now try pushing with your leg, try throwing your body over to the other side, and it's really not going to do any good. So what you need to be able to do is to level your pelvis so that you can help to bring the horse back into that straighter position through their body so that they can move straight as well. There's a lot of other factors. There's your rein aids, there's the horse's training to go off of your leg cues, etc. But the first thing to focus on is your pelvis staying level. So one of the things to practice with this is do some work at home, do some work off the saddle to improve your body awareness. We've got this map of our bodies, and sometimes it's a little off kilter, which means that you can be crooked and you don't even realize you're crooked. You think you're straight, but you're not straight. And this can be something, if you notice that all of your horses have kind of the same habit, it's probably something that's different with you. If you're riding a horse that does the same thing with everyone, it's probably more of a movement or a postural pattern with the horse. So first thing to try is when you're at home, do some work on this self-awareness. Pelvic clock is one of my favorite exercises, and I'll include a link with some instructions on how to practice this. The next thing is an exercise that I learned from Wendy Murdoch, one of my biggest mentors in teaching riding. And it was very simple. What Wendy did for the students, and I started doing for my own students, was putting one hand here over your hip joint and just practice pushing your pelvis gently into your hand. You can have someone else put their hand here. You can also do this yourself. And notice when you push over into your hand, do you go crooked? Do you drop your hip? Do you raise it? Do you go forward and back? Or are you able to keep your pelvis level and go straight over? Because that's the first thing we need to do. If our horse is putting us crooked like this, we've got to be able to think about push here to level my pelvis, and now from here I can give better leg aids, I can give better rein aids, and I can help my horse find that straight position. So this is just a quick tip on horses that lean or pull. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you've got any questions down below.